Alright, this is part two. This is part two. This is part two. The question is, who's better for the movie, Peter or Mel? Somebody tells me Peter might be the better man, though. Too, man. That's the thing, though, because he's a fantasy guy. He did The Hobbit. He did Lord of the Rings. You have a lot of good ideas. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of ideas for your thesis. What are you thinking of, Ivan? Yeah, I'm thinking something kind of like, um, the Goblin King in Unexpected Journey, except Thesis is a devil, Ivan, whereas the Goblin King was a PG-13 goblin. Yeah, you know. Remember in Unexpected Journey, you had the Goblin King who had all this. Who looked like he had herpes on his face. He had a bunch of like. Remember when you saw his skin? It looked like he had herpes on his face, man. Does that Goblin King have herpes? It looked like he had herpes on his skin. Yeah, and Gandalf kills him. Remember that? When the goblins were, you had like the 13 dwarves versus like a bunch of goblins in that mine, and they're all chasing them. Yeah, that was pretty freaky. You know, it's in the music. Yeah, Peter will have a lot of ideas for that, obviously. People even told me, yeah, Ivan, for the Gilead City, the cavern of the Gilead Cavern City, I'm thinking something like Moria, Ivan. Yeah, me too. I'm thinking something like Moria. And the Ephesus and all demonic bats live in that city. Obviously, Samsara. They sleep in the city. Oh, I don't suppose so free. They live in that city, obviously. It is a huge city. It's massive. Something like Moria, if not bigger than Moria. It's a big city. Picture what you got from Moria. It's a big city like that. It's massive. And Ephesus is the king of the city, and he's the king of the mountain regions, obviously. The Gilead mountain region. That's his kingdom. That's why I wrote a masterpiece. And the rest of the south, that's Aratat's territory. He's the king of the south. Ephesus is the king back of the mountains in the south. So don't confuse the two. Ephesus is the king back of the Gilead mountains in the south, and the city, obviously. Aratat is the king of Iraq and the king of the south, minus the mountain regions, if that makes any sense. But yeah. Ivan, you're the masterpiece, the king of the mountains, huh? I'm happy here. Ivan, you're the masterpiece, man. And all the 5,000 Sapiens journey through the cursed Gilead mountains, Ivan, yeah, with the cursed mosquitoes, Ivan. Oh, but yeah, Peter. He's like, holy shit, like, we wrote a masterpiece. Like Prince of Egypt, Ivan, with torches? I'm like, yeah. Thank you, Ivan. You gave me ideas. Yeah, that's why it's going to be a masterpiece. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ivan, like this movie's gonna have crazy war about this. This is a bigger story than my Lord of the Rings. I know, yeah, it's bigger than Lord of the Rings. It's a bigger story than Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I see your point. I think this movie will be better than Lord of the Rings trilogy. Yeah, Peter, will be better than Lord of the Rings trilogy. It'll be close, but it'll be better than Lord of the Rings trilogy. Yeah, obviously. I don't know. I choose Peter Jackson. I don't hate Mel Gibson. I choose Peter Jackson. Somebody tells me he might be the guy. I choose Peter Jackson with Mel Gibson, and I'll have his wife Fran come on board. Barry Oswald and Guillermo del Toro will be the assistant director to help Peter. Guaranteed, Peter will be like, yeah, Ivan, Guillermo del Toro is the best guy to help you. Yeah, he helped you in the Hobbit. You worked with him in the Hobbit. I think he's the best guy to help you. And you saw Guillermo del Toro to his massive, like, I don't know, $14 million deal. That's good enough, Guillermo del Toro, for an assistant director, man. You don't even make this. Oh yeah, I make like $7 million in Hollywood. Yeah, because you're big, I'm gonna make sure you get paid, but I'm not gonna pay you like 25 million royalties. You rip me off. You're my assistant director. Honestly, but to keep him happy, pay him a nice royalty, maybe a 10 million royalty to keep him happy. Obviously, and you pay him like 3.8 base salary. That's good enough for assistant directors. Assistant directors make a couple hundred grand in Hollywood. So keep getting more talent, pay him. Keep Guillermo Toro happy, pay him his millions, but don't let him rip you off. Because he's greedy, he's gonna ask for maybe 25 million. I'm like, no, Guillermo Toro. I'm bigger than these actors, yeah, but you're my assistant director. You don't have a bigger role to play. That's why I'm not gonna pay you as much. You're paying Peter more than me because Peter is way bigger than you. You're puny compared to him. Your network is peanuts compared to his net worth. He's much bigger than you. That's why I'm paying more than you, and he's my director. He's my star director. I'm saying? Whereas you're my star assistant director, he's my director. Hence why I'm paying him more money than you. Hence why Peter has to keep his lips sealed. Peter, don't tell anybody you signed this $700 million New Zealand 580 Canadian deal. People can get envious. The crewmen can get jealous. The actors can get jealous. What you're making is way more than what even the actors are making. What the actors are making is peanuts upon a generating Peter. And it's keep it still, which you will, obviously. As Peter Jackson didn't tell anybody about the deal he signed for Lord of the Rings. He kept it to himself, obviously. He didn't want the actors feeling like shit. Yeah, because he's greedy, obviously. I guarantee the actors for Lord of the Rings found out how much money Peter made, and when they did, like, holy shit, Peter is a greedy animal. Yeah, you make $250 million on Lord of the Rings, and we didn't get a piece of that. We only made our $250K. Peter's greedy, man. Yeah, he could have given us like $400K of his money. Yeah, could have given the actors $350, $400K of his money. He didn't do it. He took it all for himself because he's greedy. He's a greedy pig. That's why I'm not going to let him do that for Zanis. I'm not going to let him take everything for himself. And that's why I'm not giving him $30 million of the royalties because he's greedy, man. I want double that, Ivan. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not going to give you double that. You're fucking crazy. Yeah. Obviously. Okay, so Ivan, how long is Kate? Pre-production is 3 years, and then 4th year is production. Okay, so Peter, is 3 years enough for the crewmen and me and you to prep? I asked for enough time. Lord of the Rings, you did 3 years of pre-production. We do 3 years of pre-production, and 4th year is when the cameras start rolling, and that's when production starts. Peter, how long will it take to film the Three Homes of Zanis? It will take 9 months. I think it's gonna take longer than 9 months. Peter, Ivan, it could take. It depends, Ivan. Like sometimes weather can cause delays if it rains, all stuff. Yeah. I think it's gonna take at least a year. Yeah, maybe perhaps 12 months to film this. Yeah, 11, 12 months to film this. Peter might tell me, Ivan, it might take longer. It might take maybe 14 months to film it. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Because Peter, I want to put a deadline to filming. Can we get this done in 11 months? We can get it done in 11 months. Yeah. If we film a good 12, 13, 14 hours a day, we can get it all done in like 12, 11 months. Yeah, Ivan, 9 months is not enough. You need at least 10, 11 months. Okay, fine. I'll extend it to 11 months of shooting in Switzerland. I'm going to film in Switzerland. I think Switzerland is the best place to film Zanis. Samsara. Hence why I'm never doing a movie like that ever again. Because 11 months of shooting is blood, sweat, and tears, man. Whereas The Great Escape and They're Unique is only like 3 months, 4 months of shooting. That's not that bad. 3 months. They're Unique will take 2.5 months to film that. That's slack work. The Great Escape will be done in like 3.5, 4 months of shooting. It's not that long. You work. Me and VJ get our check and we go take our vacation. We experience the crazy buzz with The Great Escape. Keanu Reeves and all of them work for 3.5, 4 months and they're done. They get their check, they're done. Obviously. And they're going to experience the buzz of The Great Escape, the crazy wild buzz of The Great Escape, yeah. Obviously. The 11 months are going to go by fast because the actors, me, Peter, and all are going to have a blast filming, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to see the behind the scenes. Ready, set, action. You see me acting, you see Peter directing me. Ivan, you're supposed to do this. Ivan, Ivan, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Try to put more heart and soul into your acting. Okay. And I act. And Peter's okay, Ivan, that's good enough. Next. Anything you do, Ivan, is good on screen. Yeah, because I'm fucking, I'm a walking money machine. I don't know. You see all the Zays actors, like, they have to work their ass off to get a good performance on the screen. Ivan Amara just like he just walks and that's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. Because I have a presence on the screen. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm saying Ivan barely has to try when he acts. All the actors have to work their ass off when they act because they don't have the gauging like me, obviously. I'm saying yeah. VJ too. Oh, I love the main show. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? But Victoria Justice barely has to act too because she's unique too, obviously. You see VJ's Lithia, yeah, that's good enough. VJ, that's good enough for Lithia, yeah, because VJ is unique like me, obviously. Sometimes I'm always making sure VJ don't hate me, but VJ's unique like me, obviously. Yeah. Will you work hard? Of course I'm going to work hard because I know I'm going to get paid. Obviously, the actors are getting their millions. Peter Jackson signed his Peter Jackson's getting his like $2 million check every 2 weeks, $1.8 million check every 2 weeks. He'll work hard, and me and VJ know we're gonna make our billions off the merch movie. That's why me and VJ are gonna work hard too. VJ, I know 11 months sucks and you never filmed this all before, but VJ, just know this: after the movie's done, obviously, within a couple months we're gonna release the merch. We're gonna make our billions off the merch, and we're gonna make our billions off the movie. That's why me and VJ are gonna work really hard, obviously. Yeah. Blood, sweat, and tears, but everyone work hard, obviously. And I'm a hard worker. When it's time to work, I work. Ask anybody who works over for you. Ivan's a hard worker. I slack off sometimes, obviously, but I'm a hard worker, obviously. Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. So Peter has to make the calls for the hotel party at the Birkenstock Hotel. We're gonna have to make a deal with the owners and managers of the hotel. Samsara. My deal is $10.1 million for the deal. That's a good deal, obviously. And for I want a 2-day all you can drink alcohol party, and I want a red carpet event at the hotel. He was like, "You're in that hotel?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's luxury hotel. I always do this." Yeah. We have to rent all the cameras. 12 cameras I'll rent. IMAX film cameras. And the equipment for the cameras. The drones. The lighting equipment, sound equipment, all that stuff we have to rent. The best stuff in Hollywood we can rent. The best stuff. Like, Peter, don't rent... Peter, don't rent the cheaper stuff. Rent the best of the best when it comes to the cameras, the lighting equipment. I can afford it. I have a big budget. Rent all the best stuff. That's why my movie will be top notch. Obviously. Sometimes. Yeah. Then we have to rent the visual effects technology for the visual effects team to work with. All the equipment for the sound team, for the VFX artist team, for the editing team, you have to rent all that. And all the other departments, you have to rent all that. Rent it, that way you can return it after you're done. Obviously. And if I can't rent it, I'll just buy it, obviously. But I'm going to see, "Hey, can I rent it out?" "You can rent it." "Yeah, I'll rent it, and when I'm done, I'll return it all back. I'll return everything back." Some stuff you might have to buy, obviously, but most of the stuff I want to rent, obviously. That way I can just return it. The cameras, IMAX cameras you can't buy, you can only rent them. The IMAX cameras will rent. You cover the cameras you rent too, don't buy it. Because in 10 years, better technology will come out and you're going to end up wasting money. Rent all the stuff, and then when you're done, return it all back. Yeah. If me, Peter Jackson, Region want to get the best CGI visual effects stuff, the rendering computer software to render all the visual effects, you know those computers? Yeah. How high-tech computers we can rent. We can rent like 20 of them, 30 of them. That way we render all the unheard of visual effects, like something high-tech. Peter's the guy, we can get... Peter, yeah, what are your best rendering computers? Yeah, these are our best rendering computers. High-tech computers. Okay, Ivan, okay, Peter, how much money are you putting for your movie? Yeah, we're putting $600+ million in the movie. $600+ million, holy shit. Yeah, we can give you the best stuff, guys. And they give us all the best stuff. We rent all the best stuff. Whereas Hollywood, most chances are they don't rent the best stuff. Because their budgets are not as big. They rent some of the best stuff, but they probably rent some of the cheaper stuff. Because they have $100 million budget. Whereas me, I can rent the best high-tech stuff for the movie. Obviously. You know what I'm saying? The best computer software rendering technology machines. And the best equipment for the VFX artist team, editing team, sound team, and the other departments. That's why people will be so happy. Oh my god, Ivan, like, how much will it... Okay, what's the price? Okay, it's $40 million to rent all this. Yeah, it's no problem. We can rent it. We rent it, obviously. So let's say if I put $600 million towards visual effects, if the $40 million is a part of that, so now I have $560 million going towards visual effects. But chances are you're looking at a good like $70 million, $60 million left over in the budget. I can put like $50 million, an extra $50 million towards visual effects. So it's like $610 million. And the $610 million is equally split for the 3 volumes. So let's say if I have $610 left for the visual effects, we can put $203 for volume 1, 2, and 3 each. So $200 million per volume each. That's unheard of, man. In Hollywood, they put like $50 million, man. $40 million worth of visual effects. Yeah, if a movie's made for $100 million, chances are they put $40 million worth of visual effects for that, and it looks amazing. Yeah, I'm putting $200+ million. That's something unheard of. Everything are gonna be demons and devils, man. Yeah, man. So scary, you guys might cry. Obviously, and we also have to what? The costumes we have to buy some of the stuff and rent it. Obviously, so for the costumes, the fabric we have to buy. The sewing equipment machines to create the costumes, that stuff we can rent, obviously. The tools for the workshop, we have to buy that, obviously. You have to buy it. I don't think you can rent that. Or if we can rent it, we can rent it, but I think you have to buy that. If we can rent it, we'll rent it, but if we have to buy it, we have to buy the tools for Richard Taylor's What a Workshop team to create the armor and weapons for the movie. Obviously. And the machines for printing all the prosthetic masks and costumes, we can rent the best machines in the world. We'll rent a good maybe 5, 6 of them. That we can rent. It'll probably cost me maybe... To rent 6 of them might cost me a couple $100,000. If you want to get the best stuff, maybe $300,000, $400,000 in costs. You're probably looking at $60,000, $70,000 machines. So it might cost me maybe $300,000 in cost to rent 6 of them. $350,000 to rent 6 of them. But it's pocket change if you have a big budget. And that's why people be like, holy shit, when you gave me an unlimited budget, like, man, like, we can do unheard of things with this movie. Yeah, he's all happy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the food, we get the food from the farms. But we need to get the food from. We have to call the farms in Switzerland. As you can't call farms in Canada or States. You can't ship food on a plane to another country. The food will get spoiled. Hence why you have to rent. You have to buy the food in Switzerland. You're looking at, I don't know, like what, hundreds of thousands to millions of pounds worth of food, man. Something crazy. You're feeding 1,500 people every day for 2 years. You do the math. That's like a couple $100,000 to £1 million worth of food, man. So you call the farms, you get the milk, you know what I'm saying? You get the onions, the tomatoes, the corn, the peas, the rice, the flour, the dough, right? The chicken, the pork, the beef, the potatoes from the farms, the rice from the farms, the bread from the farms. Yeah. Most farms make bread. Yeah, you get bread from the farms. At Cocoa Fruity, they deliver bread from the farms, I believe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then me and Peter have to make the calls for that. That'll probably cost me like $500,000 to $1 million for the food around there. To feed 1,500 people every day for 2 years will cost you maybe $500,000 to $1 million. Pocket change, easy to afford it. That's why second year, third year, when Peter and them are overseeing everything in Switzerland, the farms are gonna have to deliver all that food, like all those loads of pounds worth of food. You're looking at, like, I don't know, like what? Every day, every like week, you have like 10, 15 trucks coming in with a bunch of food. One truck comes in with the bread. One truck comes in with the meat, the chicken, beef. One truck comes with the potatoes. One truck comes in with the rice. You know what I'm saying? And you have the onions, and you have all that. You know how when you work at restaurants, they deliver food, you're listening crazy. They're just delivering, every week they have to come and deliver all the food. Obviously. And then Eric Chong has to keep track of what came in. All that. He has to keep track of what came in, all that stuff. A lot of work, yeah. You have to stock the food in the fridge. Make sure you rotate the food, Eric. Don't put the new one in front of the old one. Make sure you rotate. I don't want my food getting spoiled. Seriously, guys, do not... I know some people slack off. Don't fucking slack off. Rotate the food, man. See what I'm saying? I'm not paying you, like, minimum wage like my fucking boss pays at Cocoa Fruity. I'm paying you $150,000. I'm paying you $400,000. You gotta listen to me. You know what I'm saying? You need to rotate your food. See what I'm saying? And make sure the kitchen's always clean. And I'm talking to you, chefs. Don't take advantage of dishwashers. Like these guys do at Cocoa Fruity. They take advantage of it. They make me do everything. So, Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. Don't take advantage of the dishwashers. I'm not saying they have to take all the garbage. Look, if there's 20 garbages to throw in the garbage bin, and the dishwashers have all the dishes to wash, it doesn't hurt for you guys to take maybe a couple of them and throw in the garbage. Help them out a little bit. Don't be lazy. It depends. If the chefs are busy while the dishwashers are washing a bunch of dishes, they're busy cleaning the rest, and the dishwasher can take all the garbage out. But if you're not busy and you're just chilling, it doesn't hurt for you to take out a few garbages and put it in the bin. Help them out a little bit. Don't be lazy, Sarah. Don't take advantage of dishwashers like these guys do to me and at Coco Fruity. They make me do everything because they're lazy. The day at work, I was on break. Right? I was on break, obviously. I finished my break, and the one guy, he told me, Ivan, can you take the meat cutting machine? I'm like, why are you making me take it? You can take it yourself. I know why he wanted me to take it, because the meat cutting machine is very heavy. He's lazy. He doesn't want to take it, obviously. He's fucking lazy. Fuck, I don't feel like carrying that fucking heavy fucking machine. I'll make Ivan do it. Because he's lazy, obviously, yeah. He's the hardest working guy there, but even he can slack off too. He takes advantage of me, obviously. He made me take the bananas and put it over there when he could have done it himself. He's lazy, yeah. He's not lazy, but he takes advantage of me. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell dishwashers. Guys, if you feel that the head chefs are taking advantage of you, just talk to Eric Chong. He's the boss. Talk to him. Hey, man, I want to talk to you because your chefs are taking advantage of me. Like, while we have a bunch of dishes to wash, while they're chilling, they don't even take out any of the garbage. Talk to Eric Chong about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't come to me, man. I don't have time to handle that. I'm busy filming I'm the star of my movie. Me and the stars of the movie. We're filming the movie. I don't have time to handle the stuff in the kitchen section. And that's why you have a head chef to handle all that, obviously, Sarah. Yeah. Ivan, will your kitchen be indoor? No, it will not. It will be. I'm probably gonna either build a portable building or a pavilion tent. Yeah, or I can rent the building where everyone eats, but that's just gonna cost more money. What I'll probably build the pavilion tents. At the shed, you have a bunch of plugs and everything, and the chefs make food in the tent. Obviously, you can do that. Or you build a portable building where a big building where the chefs make the food. We'll see what happens, obviously. Or you can rent a building where people can eat. But if we're filming in the middle of nowhere, you have to have an area where everyone eats close by. So chances are they're going to be eating in a pavilion tent. You know how you have domes? Yeah, you build this like dome. I'll build like a portable like a portable dome, right? Not a portable dome. I build you know how you have the domes? Yeah, I can build this dome, and they can and that's where the people serve the food. And you have an area where people can eat inside, and an area where they can eat outside. That way you save money. Instead of renting a building, it'll cost more money. Because you need to have the chefs making food near where the actors film, right? You don't want to rent a building that's far away from the middle of nowhere. You need to have the chefs make food pretty nearby. Maybe 15 minutes nearby or something like that, yeah. As the crew and actors going to be hungry when production starts. So, Sarah. Then Peter has how many calls for not the trailers. Yeah, kitchen equipment. Peter, we're not going to have the chefs cook food in trailers. Don't be fucking cheap like Lord of the Rings. Let's have the chefs make food in a professional kitchen. So like Master Chef, Sarah. How I'm doing. That's my coming blah the why. You guys will see this in the documentary. How tough my company is. That's why everyone wants to work me around the world. But see these people out, don't hate me, guys. I don't have time to look at 100,000 resumes, guys. And that's why I'm only going to narrow down to all the people. Don't hate me, you know. Yeah. And make sure you pay the actors direct deposit, Ivan. Don't pay them check. Because everyone who works my company are making a lot of money. They're all making their 2,000 plus to 5,000 plus to their hundreds of thousands every 2 weeks to millions. Hence why you got to pay everyone direct deposit. The crewmen are all making their 2,000, I don't know, $2,200 to $2,500 every 2 weeks, depending where they live, right? Because you have the rates. That's a lot of money. That's why you pay them direct deposit. Eric Chong is making his $5,000 every 2 weeks. It's a shitload of money. Don't pay him a check. You can lose a check. Someone can steal it. Pay him direct deposit. Sarah. I know I'm doing. So I'm sorry. You might hear the noise of people outside. I think they're working on my lawn. My stepmother is doing all. She re-renovated the whole lawn. It's like our backyard was a mess, man. It was full of weeds. That's why they had to cut and they had to dig up everything. I digged a good chunk of it, but I couldn't do the whole thing. It was too much work. That's why she just hired a landscaper to do it for me, obviously. Some Sarah. That's why you pay everyone direct deposit. Some Sarah. Eric, you have received $5,000. Like, holy shit, I got paid. I ain't paid, yeah. I told you there's a hierarchy in my company. You have the crewmen, you have the head chefs, photographers on. They're making a lot of money, and you have my 17 and the actors who are making their millions. They're making their $100,000+ checks, obviously. And you have Peter who's making his millions every 2 weeks, and me and VJ will make our billions, obviously, off movie merch. Me and VJ will not take a salary for the movie. We're gonna work for free, pretty much. We're not working for free, but me and VJ don't need to take a salary for the movie. I'm not gonna take a salary. The money I'm making is off the royalties for the merch and movie. So on Amazon, so I don't have to take a salary, Sarah. Yeah. Then Peter has to help me sign the 4 groups of crewmen, weather workshop, mask designers, costume designers, and extras. Obviously, as well as the trained nutritionists, we have to sign those guys. Obviously. And he has to help me co-write the script, take his notes, and do the concert arts. Some Sarah? Some Sarah? Yeah. And Peter has to help me. Peter has to help me what? Sign the actor's second year, obviously. Peter has to help me sign the actor's second year, the stars. So I'll talk about the transformation topic in my next video, guys. I went a bit over time here. He has to help me sign the stars second year. John Boyega, Jimon Hansu, Yvonne Joje, Idris Elba, Ariana Grande, Yelmanet, Andy Serkis. All those guys. You have to sign all those guys. After their massive contracts, obviously. And you guys, how much money I want to pay them? I don't want to pay them a lot of money. Some Sarah. Yeah, Peter, don't be fucking cheap, man. Don't pay Yvonne Joje $5. That's good enough. I know, Peter. It's not that great, man. Pay him his $3.5 to $4 million. You greedy fucking pig. Pay him his $3.5 to $4 million. Don't pay him $5. Ivan, that's a great paycheck. I'm like, Peter, it's not that great, man. Ivan, it's good enough. I'm like, no, it's not. Ivan, it's good. It's good paycheck, Ivan. This is because Peter's actors made shit for the Rings. He thinks $500K is given for Yvonne Joje. Ivan, $200K for the game. $200K for the merch. $500K. It's a lot of money, Ivan. I'm like, no, Peter, it's not that great, man. Don't be fucking cheap. Somebody tells me VJ will push for a $950,000 contract for Yvonne Joje. Because VJ's cheap too, right? She's a Hollywood chick, obviously. VJ's not as generous as me because VJ grew up the spoiled Hollywood life. She's a Hollywood chick, and Hollywood celebrities are greedy people. Whereas I grew up poor, hence why I have more sympathy towards the actors. Because I know the kind of money I'm going to make on my movie, and hence why I want the actors to get to make more money. And my company's burning Hollywood, higher paying work. Pay him his $4 million per year. Don't pay him $500K. Don't sign Yvonne Joje's $950K. Ivan, that's good enough. You know what I'm saying? James Gunn, Peter Rice, and John Favreau differently than my time. Ivan, that's good enough. That's good paycheck, Ivan. This is more than what he makes in Hollywood. I'm like, guys, man, you're being fucking cheap, greedy pigs. You're being greedy animals. This is not right. Pay him his $3.5 to $4 million. Don't be fucking cheap, guys. He's like, Ivan, Peter has a point. Yvonne Joje is not worth $11 million. You're fucking crazy, man. $950K is good enough, Ivan. $1 million, that's good enough, Ivan. I'd be happy with that. Yeah, it's easy for you to say that, VJ, when you sign your big deal with me. It's easy for you to say that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The reason why Peter Jackson and them are blind because they know they're taken care of. They're already making a shitload of money. The team's getting paid a lot of money. They're getting the rich to side. That's why they're blinded by their greed. They think it's great when it's not that great, obviously. So, Sarah. My guys, Peter, you're making way more than the actors. It's easier for you to say $950K is a good deal when you sign your $700 million deal. It's easier for you to say that because he's greedy. That's good enough, Ivan. I'm like, no, Peter. Pay him his $4 million. Okay, fine, Ivan. Pay him his $4, but like, don't give him royalties. Give that money to me, Ivan. I'm like, no, Peter. I'm not gonna give all the money to you. It's not just about you getting paid, man. You have to think about others. It's not just about your payday, Samsara. Yeah. Peter's greedy, obviously. He's a greedy pig, Peter, Samsara. He's greedy. He's a greedy pig, Peter, obviously. And after this video, I'll enjoy the show with you guys. And then I'll probably watch some Robert Mayer Burnett, maybe. Some Robert Mayer Burnett. Listen to some music, and I'll go on the treadmill and go to bed. And tomorrow I'll make a video when I wake up. I might clean my stepfather's car for $20. Okay, my beer and smokes. I'll enjoy the show with you guys. And then Thursday I work and I get paid. Thursday's my cheat day. I'm gonna probably get McDonald's or maybe slices at. No, I'm not gonna get slices. I'm gonna get maybe their chicken strips and maybe a garlic bread or something like that. But that's expensive. It'll be like $30. Where slices are cheap at Bob's, right? I might get McDonald's though, or maybe Gabriel's. Maybe I don't know. Or maybe Gabriel's. I might get it. I applied to Gabriel's like 3 years ago. I applied there. They never called me back. Yeah. 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 You might hear the noise. There's people working on my lawn. I think they're doing landscaping work. As my backyard will look beautiful now, and I think my step parents are also breaking down the deck. They're gonna put a brand new deck. They can easily afford it. It's pocket change, right? They're fucking multi-trillionaires. They're acting as middle class people, obviously, but yeah, obviously, obviously. That's what Peter has to help me do, obviously. Then once we sign the stars, you take them out to a nice dinner, but they're gonna be hungry, and to make sure you take them out to dinner. And you, after you sign your stars, you take them out to dinner and you have a nice dinner with them. Doc will film this. It's gonna be top notch. I'm not gonna have here.